Hi, welcome to Bitcoin Crypto Info. Um, if you're interested in knowing what's going on with the Bitcoin halving, stay tuned. Let's do an update on it. So, what do we know about the halving at this point? We're about 4 weeks out, about a month out right now. And what do we think will happen with the price of Bitcoin revolving around the halving, leading up to it, during the halving, and after? And unfortunately, there's a lot of opinions out there. There's a lot of information, a lot of different ideas of what might happen. The reality is nobody really knows. I mean, we can all make predictions, including myself, and try to give ideas of what will happen, but we don't really know. Historically, the value of Bitcoin should go up. Historically speaking, it has gone up, regardless of right before or shortly thereafter the halving. The event in general is going to create scarcity within Bitcoin, in the Bitcoin environment. So there's a finite number of 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be created. And the way that they're created, you have people that mine these Bitcoin, and the reward rate for the miners is getting ready to be cut in half yet again. This is our third halving. So, for those of you who don't know, and every time that we have one, every 4 years roughly, the reward rate is cut in half again and again and again. So, it just gets tougher and tougher to create these new Bitcoin, to mine them into existence. So, I think it's pretty unanimous that the price of Bitcoin is going to go up, whether it's before or after. I mean, maybe it's even already gone up to some degree right now. The last month we've had a run up. Bitcoin's up, anywhere from 15 to 30%. It was up 30%, I think, last week. Now we're maybe around 20% on the monthly chart. So, that could be a little run up leading up to the halving right now. There's so many factors, and this time in particular, we have this coronavirus going on, and we have massive, massive volatility in the conventional stock markets. The S&P, the Dow, they're down. I mean, they're having just incredible drops right now that we don't normally see. So all these factor in. It makes this halving a little unique, a little more difficult to predict than normal. I suspect we're still going to have a run up leading up to it. A little last minute buy-in. It's pretty likely. We don't know how big of a buy-in. I don't think we're going to see 300-400% gains at this point. Maybe higher gains in Bitcoin Cash. I still agree with that position. If I were going to buy, I would buy Bitcoin Cash right now. So, but again, historically, this event will lead to an increase in price in Bitcoin in general, regardless of other factors that are taking place. So yeah, let's say the economy is down right now, and that's going to bring cryptos down in general. Collectively, they're all going down. They are. So that's a factor. As the economy changes or recovers, as all these different things factor in, regardless, the Bitcoin halving is going to create scarcity within Bitcoin, which ultimately will affect the price going up. There's a fair argument that if you look at the charts, a couple months after the halving, you start to see a run up. So not even before the halving, but you also have run ups before the halving, leading up to them to some time frame. But afterwards, you seem to have a more permanent run up, a more long lasting, a new level for Bitcoin to sit at, a new bottom. With all that being said, at this point, anything can happen. What if the stock market really drops again? We've had a little correction. I think we bounced back up. More than 30% of the loss that we had in the last month and a half has come back. So what if we fall back down and we fall even lower? We find a new bottom. Does it take cryptos down with it? Maybe. Do people begin to exit and get into cryptos more? Maybe. I think everybody is sitting. Anybody who is tuning into any of this going on is likely, any decently large investors are likely going cash if they can. They're going to cash right now. They're getting a cash position to protect their money against any drops, whether it's crypto realm dropping or the conventional markets dropping. real estate, you name it, whatever it is, people are going cash right now because cash is it's like a stable coin. It's holding value. It's holding price right there. So then you let the market drop down, then they buy back in. So right now, cash is king. There's no doubt about that. Not even up for debate. If you're lucky, you went cash about a month and a half ago and you're sitting on the sidelines with cash waiting to get back in regardless of what market you're talking about. So